Quinton Reviews is a creator on YouTube who is a perfect example of what happens when you let the numbers and the drama control you. He is currently most known for his long-format content on children's television shows. He seems to be particularly proud of his 8-hour review of The End of Victorious. If you think that's impressive, stay tuned for my 16-hour review of the first 30 frames of the Teletubbies. Quinton has sort of bounced from community to community in the YouTube world. He seems to have a knack for seeking attention by isolating himself. A YouTuber who has done some great coverage of Quinton is Beige Frequency. I definitely recommend checking it out. I hadn't heard anything about Quinton in a while, so I decided to check on his channel. I quickly realized if I was going to have any real criticism of Quinton's channel, I was going to have to consume hours upon hours of absolutely garbage content. Writing down timestamps, getting clips, finding any kind of contradictions, watching it over again to make sure you didn't miss anything. And at the perfect moment, just the right memory comes back to me. Quinton has stated on the State of the YouTube podcast that he's willing to take down any video that uses his clips, so it would be absolutely pointless for me to criticize his channel in the first place. However, I was already in the process of skimming over his latest video, and I realized the t-shirt he was wearing. And then I realized not only does he sell this shirt, but he also designed it himself. My god. Believe it or not, that's one of the best shirts in his entire shop. It only gets worse from here. Alright, testing. I think we are good to go here. Okay. So we are looking at the store of Quinton Reviews today. He has 57 designs, and some of those are repeats. So, I think we can just go through the whole catalog. Let's just do that. Alright, so first one. I had a religious awakening at the Captain D's, and Fish established 1969. Yeah, it's a shirt, I guess. Like, it's a bit, quirky. If you click on the items, you see it's Redbubble, so there's many different prints and styles. Almost too many, if you ask me. Like iPad skins, iSnap case, $50 for a case that says this. I mean, I would love to know how many sales he's getting with especially with some of the odder items like the iPad snap case. This one here, Jethronmus, I'm not even gonna try to dissect that or understand it. I mean, look at it. It's just a pre-made font, white lettering, gray background. Like, this is something I would do for, like, the fastest video editing that I'm trying to throw together. This isn't something that I would try to sell as a t-shirt. This is where it really starts, in my opinion. Yeah, we have this Weezer shirt, and it has the Jimmy Neutron character. I believe his first name was Carl. His last name's definitely Weezer, though. And the shirt name is Get It? Do you get it? Because his last name's Weezer, and it's a Weezer album cover with the band name Weezer on it. So, it's Weezer and Weezer. Very creative shirt. It says, this shirt is only for me. I made 24 hours of Nickelodeon sitcom reviews, and all I got was this lousy shirt. I really hope there isn't anybody else who can claim they made 24 hours of Nickelodeon sitcom reviews, because if there's already 24 hours of that on YouTube, it's already way oversaturated. We do not need 24 hours of this, let alone coming from just one person. World's 5th best dad, a great goal to strive towards. And then he has another product. This is what I'm talking about with, like, repeats. Now we got world's 3rd best dad. Do you really need to sell, like, oh, I can make more money if I have, like, a 4th or a 5th or a 6th? It's like, I don't think that's really appealing to more people, just having a different number. Oh, Lord. We have this poorly drawn cow without eyes. And then we have the innovative "I'm running out of shirts" with 3 exclamation points. That's just plain text on a white t-shirt. Very good for a channel that regularly gets millions of views to have such a unique t-shirt concept. And it's like cracks, but it forms a face, and then it says "crack addict." Now that is pretty edgy, right? Am I right, guys? That's pretty edge. Ooh, he said the word, followed by another word. Congrats. Alright. We got NFTs, more like NFD's nuts. And we're gonna see a couple more of variants of this, and it gets worse and worse every time. This is already stooping pretty low. If you see somebody wearing this t-shirt, you should run away. That person is going to scam you every time. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. It seems like it could very well be a punchline at the expense of the trans community, which I don't think is normally what Quinton goes for. But I'm not even gonna look into it. I mean, it just seems like a gag, right? Like just with the dress and the, it just like with all of the other jokes and the context, like if it weren't among this collection, I wouldn't immediately snicker. But it just seems like so thrown in, among the rest of the noise. Like, we have like trans pride. Is this ironic trans pride? That's honestly the impression I get when it's in this context. It's absolutely insane that he thinks this is a proper store to run. I don't think he's really thought about that. He's just like, okay, how much stuff can I put out that's different, that might sell, and I don't care if it's actually that different, as long as there's like some variation or change here that might appeal to a different audience. Which it won't. That's a completely absurd belief or thought. Oh, whoa. The no shirt. What? Oh, I thought this was like a blank thing. He just doesn't crop some of these properly. Okay, the Sonic and Garfield pack, that's a classic meme that has been overused to death on t-shirts, is mixing up like certain this is Jeremiah Watkins stuff, right? Like, you don't want to be caught anywhere else other than like an arcade lockdown wearing a shirt like that. You don't want to be, if you're graduated from high school and you're wearing a shirt like that, then you should really evaluate your life. Alright, and then we got the Chef Boyardee's nut. I know we're going a little out of order here, but it's just such a, it's such a journey. There's no, like, straight path through a shop like this. So we see the repeated, D's nuts got him joke here. We got a Tori in the House, a classic mashup that appeals to people who still hold on to nostalgia for children's television shows. So he really gets to zone in on that market there. Jaded, sure. I guess you could wear a shirt that says Jaded in clip art font. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of skim over this DJ Khaled to focus on this more subtle, but a million times worse, Dune Your Mom shirt. And if you didn't look at the name of the shirt yet, you might be thinking, what could this possibly mean? Doin' Ya Mom. That's an equals 3 joke. I don't think people still know who William Ray Johnson even is. This... every time it just paralyzes me. Whew. So moving on, we have Bizarredvark. I think this might be something related to his channel. I'm not entirely sure though. We got a floppy disk joke there. Very, very good. Another geeky kind of joke, but I mean user-friendly. That's barely a joke at all. I mean, you could argue there are some humans that are more user-friendly than others and not really have it be a comedic sentiment. We have the feminist masterpiece that is Garfield as a woman. That really proves people wrong in that court. We have... I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. This is the shirt I saw him wearing in the video, and I was already appalled. And then when I realized it's like a shirt that he designed, printed, sells, and wears himself, I understand promoting your own stuff, but this is too on the nose. This is like flexing the fact that you're the guy who's willing to make 8-hour reviews on this nonsense. It's like, that's not something you should brag about. That's like a mental problem. And to continue that, we have Time Lord Victorious. It's just another mashup referring to his most popular videos. We have another Neon Genesis. I've never seen it, and I never want to, just because there are people who have to absolutely just cram it into whatever they can, and I'm just tired of it before I've even thought about seeing it. And we are coming to the big one. This is going to need its own little explanation here. I don't think I can do this myself.
Salmon Cat, do you get it? Honestly, I know my shirts have been lacking this video, but the only things I could come up with were this and OK Goomer, and that seemed kind of dated. Also, I'm kind of under a lot of pressure, and I don't think it's my fault if this show isn't making me feel creatively inspired. Plus, I'm so stressed about trying to wrap up iCarly and then do the bonus episodes like Bizaardvark and stuff that I think I've just been kind of pushing myself anyways. Thanks for reading this.
Now, this shirt is honestly the main reason why I decided to make this video in the first place. If you have watched Beige Frequency's videos, you kind of know this very like attention-seeking kind of depressed behavior that Quinton continually subjects his own fans to. That it's such a big part of his identity and personality that it permeates through even his storefront. And that blows my mind. Not to mention this editing on the fish. I could have done this, and I am like the worst at image editing. I'm not gonna be like getting pictures of fish and making them look dolled up like a Halloween cat. Like, there's gotta be a more on-brand and non-cringe way to monetize your content. And you have a Patreon. You're already making plenty of money. You need this complete joke of a storefront? I honestly can't tell if you're taking it seriously. It's like, if you weren't taking it seriously, you wouldn't be able to buy it, right? It's just another merch scam, and it's clear he's trying to go for as low effort, as high volume as possible. And that's the kind of stuff we're gonna call out here on Glitch Poachers, alright? That's a glitch. This shirt in itself is a glitch. This should not exist. Alright, believe it or not, we're only halfway through these, so I'm gonna start going a little bit more rapid fire on the ones I don't think are as important. So here's one. We're gonna start seeing a lot of repeats of the iCarly font, so keep that in mind. Another repeat already, world's second best dad. This is like the third shirt of this style we've seen. We have a really poorly drawn Garfield And I don't even think that parody law would be able to protect that, because it's just a drawing of Garfield labeled as Garfield. It's funny that he files copyright claims, because this is extraordinarily sus. Generic pumpkin shirt, okay. Not even worth talking about. I think we all sing. It's just a worse, more poorly copped gray version of this. John Miss, another Moss joke with papyrus font. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Gross. We have this wonderful influence of a pencil. I'm really sure that this is something Quinton knows a lot about. We have another iCarly fiasco. It's a bootleg T-shirt, he's calling it. So he's aware of the fact he's infringing on copyright law when he issues his own copyright strikes. So that's interesting. I caramba, O'Reilly. You see how rapid fire and throwaway this starts to become. Careful, Icarus. I Quinton. I Carly. It's I Claudius. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Sam and Cat. Freelance police. I don't even know. We have this absolutely butchered version of this very old meme that doesn't even work. K. Lumbo. Yeah, okay, Columbus, cool. Great. Brilliant. Fawn's wearing Alf. Okay. Congratulations, you have a celebrity wearing a t-shirt on a t-shirt. Alright, this is one I wanted to focus on a little bit. We don't need to spend much time in it. It's a bit self-explanatory. And it's Keemstar reminding Quinton that he is a white man, indeed. And I guess Quinton felt like he really needed to flip the script on Keem here, because now he's selling it as pink mini skirts. And this is one of the most atrocious things I have seen in my whole life. As soon as I saw this, I knew it was going to be the thumbnail, like, without a doubt. Alright, we have a poorly executed Beatles meme. Aliens didn't like white people? Alright, seems kind of random, but he has two different versions of the shirt, so he seems to think this is like a really smart sentiment. Like this, if you want to impress your friends on how much of a big brain you are, you buy this shirt, and then you're like, yeah, aliens didn't even like white people, so stick that in your hat, Mr. Wrong all the time. Yeah, if you want to be right all the time, all you have to do is buy as much Quinton merch as you can. Beef Cliff. And there are so many of these that are just so throwaway, I can't even think of something to say, because it's like such nothing. It's like I'm looking at random pieces of clip art half the time. And this is where it really starts to slow down. Is like we have SJW, Skeleton Jazz Wizard. That one's pretty cringe, I'll give him that. And then the rest of these are just like really bad logos and Quinton references. When he references like himself alone, not just like material he's made, but like Quinton is referencing Quinton, the art, it feels even more amateur, which is wild. It's absolutely wild. But that is the end of the shop. I hope everybody enjoyed this. I certainly did. Yeah. Shout out Glitch Poachers. Y'all are the best subscribers in the world. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day.
Thought you were better than that. Snappy, snappy, snappy. This thing was a drag.